Hello and thank you for joining me for your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 14th of December for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Also, if you've yet to do so, please order your year 2021 personal horoscope forecast and character analysis special offer. You'll get the rest of this year for free, 30% off. It's based on your time, date and place of birth, totally unique to you. Ascend above your zodiac sign and discover what the upcoming year holds for you in fine detail. Hello Cancer and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 14th of December. And what a week it can be, because we have a solar eclipse which occurs on Monday and embraces the sparkling energy of Mercury, which is very much about communication. Now this eclipse occurs in your 6th house of practicalities. Anything to do with your routines, your organisation, your attention to detail, to do with your diet, nutrition, fitness and exercise, and even work, and also where you're sacrificing towards other people's needs. They're all going to come very much into sharp focus over the next 6 months. But this can lead to some huge changes and some very joyful ones as well. You can find yourself really getting some long-standing niggles or things that have been out of balance really working well for you. Now also Venus is going to be moving on Tuesday into your 6th house too. Venus here is a little bit more pragmatic. It's not quite so romantic. It's been going through a very positive set of connections to Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto only last week. This is saying that however much things have felt good, particularly when Venus was angling so beautifully to Neptune, at the end of the day, most relationships work on some kind of collaboration or cooperation. It's about give and take in very ordinary ways, like, well, I'll do the washing up tonight, and I'll do this, and the other person says, that's brilliant, thanks, well, I'll cook dinner, and so forth. That kind of way of relating, where we find little ways that we can please each other, that we can be supportive or cooperative, they can be great ways to bring a relationship together. So if you're in a romantic tie, this is asking you to focus on the things you have in common. But it is true that Mars retains its mighty place right at the top of your horoscope, which is giving you a lot of authority. And it is in a tense right angle to Pluto. So if there's any relationship in your world which is not working so well, I think all this eclipse energy could see you focusing a little bit more on what you're not happy with. And that would be entirely understandable. And with Saturn and Jupiter moving on Thursday and Saturday respectively into your 8th house of transformations, be aware that perhaps if something has reached a critical impasse in a relationship after the last tumultuous 2 years that there's been with that collection of energy in your sector of relating, you may decide that something does need to end. Or it can be a time to rejuvenate. The phoenix can rise. There is a choice, but it's all going to be based on whether there is a fair distribution of power in this relationship. So you are being asked to think in a more self-sacrificing, humble way with the energies coming through the eclipse and Venus. But if you really feel you need to manifest your power because you're pushing back on something that hasn't worked, it could be a time of big changes for you. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Do stay safe, take care, and goodbye for now.